Hey, Bella. Mom just told me a very strange thing that happened at my house yesterday. Did you cook for the whole family last night?
Oh, yeah, Linda, I did. A few days ago, I saw Peter say that your mother's leg was sprained because she slipped and fell in the rain. So I spent a few days visiting your mother as well as helping her with some housework. Since the day your mother sprained her leg, it's not easy to walk. She's mostly sitting in one place or lying on the bed. However, I was quite surprised to see that your father did all the housework for your mother.
So that's what's been going on in my house these days. My dad was able to take care of the housework. He has never performed them in person for me.
Your mother herself is surprised by his actions. In any case, it's you. Although I say that I came to help your mother with the housework, in reality, there's not much to do because your dad did everything himself. So maybe I got lucky.
Oh, do you think so? Do you think that your willingness to support will help you score more points in their eyes? Probably thought that was your lucky chance, right?
Score some more points?
Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. You do those things to make them like you more. That's why you take this opportunity to come and try to help them, right?
Well, they're my in-laws, so it's only natural that I worry for them. Actually, scoring point isn't the point here. If I can, I would like to assist them.
Yeah, whatever you say. Looks like you have achieved your goal this time. I see they've been very happy with you these days. You are doing well, although you don't have to do anything. Your sincerity makes my parents feel very happy about you.
I really didn't do it for that reason. I was just honestly worried about them. Because their health is getting weaker and weaker, and they're more susceptible to disease. Everything at this age is very difficult for them.
Stop talking nonsense. You don't have to pretend to be kind in front of me. I understand your personality well. I know you married my brother just because our family is rich. So you want to please my parents and try to show the good side of yourself, right?
Well, I do, in fact, want them to like me. But the only reason is that I simply want to get along with my husband's parents. Furthermore, their wealth has no bearing on how much I care about them. I want to take good care of them. Isn't that normal?
Yeah, let's pretend like that's it. So, what did you make for them? Beef steak, pan-fried salmon, or something like that?
No, I actually cooked a vegetable stew for them. As we get older, we need to add more vegetables because it has more fiber and many good benefits for their health.
Really? Wait, you really made them vegetable stew? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, what's the problem? My parents just sent me a box of clean vegetables grown directly in my garden. However, Peter and I couldn't eat all the vegetables alone, so I brought some vegetables to your parents.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous. So your parents are vegetable farmers? Do they rely on those vegetables to sell to make a living? Bella, compared to your family, my family is on a different level. I can't believe they actually ate vegetable stew.
Actually, there's no problem with that vegetable stew. Your parents all say it's delicious. They ate it and noticed that the vegetables from my garden were very fresh, and they hope I can bring them more vegetables next time.
It's just a courtesy. My parents are really nice people. When you weren't looking, I bet they immediately puked it up. That is absolutely unfortunate. It seems that with that vegetable stew, you have not scored any points in the eyes of my parents.
Would you stop calling the action I did to your parents scoring points? The way you are talking is really rude. Not only me, but your parents also want everyone in the family to become closer to each other, so what I do just simply that I care about them. The way you are speaking is no different from calling your parents judgmental people. Then they graded me like judges grade contestants and competitions. And my marriage to Peter was not a contest. It is a mark of their son's happiness and maturity. So they will also be very happy when I can live in harmony with them like a family member.
Don't lecture me. I know my parents better than you. You've only been married to my brother for a year. You know how much they know. Meanwhile, I've lived with them for almost 20 years. Maybe my parents don't hate the peasant for you to cook, but don't let that mean you think that they really like you. Stop fantasizing.
I don't think I'm getting too excited. I'm just saying the way you use words to mock other people really pisses me off. But that's okay. I've gotten used to your behavior for the past year or so. So if what I said meant to offend you, I apologize.
You're honestly so annoying. From the way you talk, you seem to be a flatterer. Is that what you stayed with my parents to flatter and cause trouble for me? If that's the case, then stop this bad behavior immediately.
Cause trouble for you? How so? I had no intention to cause any trouble for you.
Really? So can you explain why the living expenses that my parents send me every month are getting less and less? They've been sending you my money, which is why. Because of you, I couldn't get the dress that I wanted.
I'm sorry, but that's their decision. I never asked them to send me anything. Besides, it's their money, not yours. So you have no right to blame me like that. I didn't steal anything from you at all.
That's ridiculous. Simply sending them some ordinary items results in them sending you extravagant items in return. Before, you sent them some vegetables, and in return, you got back some expensive things, right? You figured out how to earn money.
That's not what I think of it. I don't treat people nicely only for myself. In addition, refrain from mocking the vegetables that belongs to my family. Those vegetables really are top-notch because my parents put a lot of work into making them.
Oh my God. Are you trying to act like a good girl?
Like I told you, that's not what I'm doing.
Whatever. Just talking to you for a while makes me feel like I'm about to become a farmer. It's revolting to see you attempt to flatter affluent people. You know, you're the kind of person I hate the most, Bella.
Several days later.
Hey, Bella, what are you doing with me again?
Huh? What are you talking about? I really do not understand.
Really? After all, what did you speak ill of me to Peter? When I mentioned you to him, he suddenly got mad at me.
Speak ill of you? What is this about? In fact, I'm not doing anything sneaky behind your back, but you always find a way to blame the bad for the things that I didn't do.
Oh, so I blamed you?
Of course, I have no reason to badmouth you to Peter.
You're so fake. Because you're still mad at me about what I did to you last time. Therefore, did you genuinely make an effort to make it appear as though I was disparaging him?
What you're talking about is completely beyond my comprehension. I clearly don't recall saying anything to him. If he said something to you rather than me, isn't that because there's a problem with you?
Why do you always act like you're a good person and I'm a bad person? It's so annoying.
Oh, well, I have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't marry Peter in order to get along well with you. Anyway, didn't he just become enraged with you for disparaging me?
You are definitely a mean sister-in-law. I've never seen a person who has such disrespectful attitude towards their husband's family as you. You have been disrespectful to your husband's family, especially me. Lately, Peter is always scrutinizing and criticizing me. I know you're the one who instigated him to do it. Before marrying you, he always loved and spoiled me, but now it's all over. It's all your fault. Give me back my nice brother. You've tainted him.
Linda, Peter's a grown adult. He's independent and has his own family. He's now not only your big brother, but also the breadwinner of the family, so he can't spoil you and give you everything you want like before.
It's not just about him. My parents also used to be nice to me, but lately they're comparing me to you all the time and complaining about me all the time. It's all your fault. It was you who came to my family and messed things up. Take responsibility for your actions.
Stop playing the blame game, Linda.
What? Is your mind normal today? How dare you say I'm playing the blame game?
Isn't that what you're doing right now?
No, I'm recognizing the source of the problem, and it's you. So, this is the reason why I'm angry with you.
Well, both of your parents and my husband's were saying the same thing.
What? What were they saying?
When you were a child, you were a very mean and selfish kid. Anything you want and can't get, you'll scream until your parents or Peter give it to you. So, you're the one who needs to be responsible for your actions, not me.
Oh my God! What are you saying? That was a long time ago. It has nothing to do with the present at all.
Oh, you don't know how the consequences of the past will affect the future. The present you are in the result of the accumulation of evil deeds over a long period of time. So please don't blame others. What you need now is to change yourself.
I don't want to hear such nonsense advice from a flatterer like you. If I think you're to blame for this, then you're the one to blame for it.
Please control your emotions. The way you act now is like an immature child. Have you ever thought that it was your childish thinking mistake that made your parents and Peter complain about you so much?
Shut up! Don't try to act like you're better than me. I'm your sister-in-law. You should respect me. You are just the daughter of a peasant family, yet to dare to teach me? You should remember that I am the daughter of that rich family.
It's just as Peter said. You really don't listen to what other people are saying, do you? I don't know if it was always this way, but now that you're older, you should stop being selfish and think maturely.
Stop talking nonsense. You have offended me already. Apologize to me now. If you hadn't shown up, these bad things wouldn't have happened.
Okay, then. So if I apologize, then things will be better?
That's right. You can't say, I'm sorry for teaching you life, I'm a real fake, or something like that. In other words, you ought to have apologized right away if you had the desire to do so. Whatever, you're so dumb.
In a dignified tone from my heart, I sincerely apologize to you.
And when are you coming here?
Huh? To where?
Do you think it's okay to just send a few lines of apology messages? That doesn't make any sense, Bella. Even though you are the daughter of a peasant family, at least you have a good education, right? An apology like that is still unacceptable, Bella.
Are you asking for more than what I just did for you?
You're so stupid. I've already said that, and you still don't know what to do. Of course, you need to come and apologize to me in person. So come here and bring an apology gift too. Then I'll forgive you.
This will never happen. If you are bored and want to find someone to entertain yourself, then please find someone else. I don't have time to play this silly childish game with you anymore.
Wow, are you making fun of me? Can't you even apologize to me like an adult? That's the difference between us, Bella. How can a person from a peasant family get a good education?
How about you? You come from a wealthy family and enjoy the best education, but now you behave like an uneducated child. Do you think your parents will continue to accept that attitude of yours when you are an adult? Dream on.
Can you keep your mouth shut? I'm tired of listening to bullshit from a lowly person like you. Anyway, just come and apologize, okay?
3 weeks later.
Bella, it seems that you deliberately did not understand what I told you, right?
What? What happened again?
Did you send your lowly vegetables here too? Are you going to beg my parents for money or flatter them? It's annoying for us, so please stop.
I have no intention of begging or flattering your parents. It was your parents who specifically asked me to bring the vegetables to them, and they were happy to receive them from me. And stop calling them lowly vegetables. They are grown and raised in an organic, extremely clean and safe environment. Selling those vegetables at the clean food market helped my family earn thousands of dollars, so they are not lowly vegetables.
Are you pretending to be rich? Come on, I see right through you. Such lowly vegetables can't be sold expensively.
That's because you haven't tried them yet. Our vegetables are loved by many, and above all, they're famous for their freshness.
Freshness? I've tried them before, and they look like normal vegetables I buy at the supermarket. Maybe I'm used to high-class Michelin food. So with mediocre ingredients like your friend's vegetables, I won't be able to taste anything.
Oh, I'm glad you've tasted them.
Yeah, my mom made some food with them for me. I didn't get the big deal though. Mom told me I should eat more because they're special, or whatever nonsense you told her. I think it's a waste of time, though.
Yes, you should taste that they have a unique freshness.
Heh, I tasted them at dinner last night, and I didn't feel any freshness from the vegetables. And turns out those vegetables are quite bad. I'm wondering why those vegetables can sell for such a high price. Maybe you should have your tongue checked by a doctor, or maybe your whole family needs to be checked too.
It's because you hate me that you criticize the vegetables from my house. If you don't know it's vegetables that come from my garden, you will praise and constantly admire their freshness.
What do you mean?
Do you often eat at your fiancé's restaurant?
Yes, he often invites me to his restaurant to enjoy high-class dishes made by the head chef of the restaurant.
I heard your fiancé say that you love the ratatouille vegetable stew.
That's right. It's a famous French dish. Just eating a piece, I feel the freshness of the vegetables and feel like I am standing in a garden.
So, have you tasted my vegetable stew?
Yes, my mother made me try some.
So what do you think of my dish with ratatouille vegetable stew?
What? You really are crazy. What are you thinking by asking me to compare your peasant food to a high-class dish?
Your behavior is childish.
What are you trying to tell me?
Oh, your fiancé didn't tell you anything. Your fiancé and I are currently business partner, and I am the supplier of fresh vegetables for his restaurant. More than half of their vegetables are supplied by us. So the ratatouille vegetable stew you have been raving about is made with our vegetables.
What? Is my fiancé your business partner?
That's right. A year ago, Peter introduced me to him. He tried and was very interested in my vegetables, so he offered to cooperate with my family.
I never saw him talk to me about the two of you working together. Did you make a mistake?
Of course not, because I go to your fiancé's restaurant every day to deliver vegetables, so what can I do wrong?
Impossible! Every time he talked about work, it was boring, so I just nodded and pretended to listen to him. So even if he told me about their collaboration, I wouldn't be able to remember. But his restaurant is Michelin level. How can he use your lowly vegetables to make food? He certainly hasn't used your vegetables. Otherwise, I would definitely recognize them because they taste terrible.
Okay, if you don't believe it, you can ask your fiancé. Surely by then, you will be as surprised as you are now.
Do not lie again. He would never use your vegetables. Those cheap vegetables are only used to cook peasant dishes.
Okay, you've gone beyond my tolerance. So our vegetables are not suitable for making high-class dishes for my sister-in-law?
Of course it is. You have finally accepted the truth.
If you are so disparaging of my family's vegetables, I will terminate your contract with your fiancé. Sudden termination of the contract like this is quite rude to him, but I have no other choice. Help me tell your fiancés about this for me.
All right. If you cooperate with him, I will also tell him to terminate your contract with you immediately. But this must be a lie, so you quickly end the story like this.
Fine, you can think whatever you want. Just tell your fiancé for me, okay? And I will tell my parents what you think about our vegetables so they can pay more attention in the future.
Okay. Don't worry. I'll be sure to tell my fiancé.
The next day.
Bella, what the hell are you doing that I'm calling you all the time and it's not working? Answer the phone now.
I am helping my parents harvest vegetables in the garden. What happened?
What's the matter other than you terminating my fiancé's contract? Hurry up and deliver the vegetables to his restaurant quickly.
Oh, my parents contacted him yesterday and terminated the contract as he wanted. So now I have no obligation to deliver vegetables to his restaurant.
Your parents terminated him and told him why they wanted to terminate the contract. Therefore, he's very angry with me and thinks that I deliberately sabotaged the business of the restaurant. Now, he has come to me and talked to my parents about the annulment of marriage with me.
Now you're begging me to work with him again and deliver the vegetables to his restaurant right away? Didn't you say our vegetable place is only suitable for making peasant food and not for high-class Michelin dishes? Moreover, with ingredients that taste so bad, will your fiancé agree to use them to serve dishes?
Instead of texting me sarcastically, do what I say right away. It is not too late to return to cooperate with the restaurant.
No, things won't go the way you want them to, Linda.
What? Why? You just have to tell him that it was just a misunderstanding and everything is fixable. Wouldn't partnering with a restaurant help your family make a lot of money? So please provide us with vegetables, and we will continue to use those inferior vegetables in the restaurant. This is beneficial for both parties. I think maybe you get more benefits.
If you find that the vegetables we provide to the restaurant do not bring much benefits, then just terminate the contract. You keep saying that we will gain a lot of benefits from working together again. But I say that the person who wants to continue to cooperate is you, not me.
Of course, because it concerns my future, I have to beg you like this.
That's right. I've seen you constantly asking me to come back and cooperate with your fiancé. But don't you realize that everything that happens this way is all your fault?
What are you trying to say?
Don't you see yourself as someone who can only ask and doesn't know how to say sorry?
Oh, so you want an apology from me? Why don't you just say it straight from the beginning, but roundabout like that? Fine, I'm sorry. I'm apologizing. So it's all good now, right?
Don't you find yourself apologizing grudgingly? Furthermore, I say this not because I want an apology from you, because even if you apologize now, I won't change my mind. Okay, talking to you is a waste of my time.
Wait, you can't just watch me getting annoyed by my fiancé because of you.
Huh? Because of me? You have a problem perceiving all that. You go to denigrate others and stigmatize the products they strive to make.
Okay, I get it. I'm sorry, I'll apologize. So please, get back in touch with my fiancé and cooperate again.
Okay, while you're texting, I've been contacting your fiancé.
Really? All right, let us see if you understand and do as I say. Wait a minute, he's calling me.
A few minutes later.
Bella, did you just call my fiancé and say what the hell?
I told him I wouldn't cooperate with him again. At the same time, I also took a screenshot of my conversation with you and sent it to him to make it clear to him why my parents and I decided to cancel the contract and tell him to deal with his affairs and not let his fiancé bother me anymore.
You bastard! How dare you do that to me?
Listen, you should learn to grow up, not to be childish. Every time you make a mistake or something doesn't go your way, and you find someone else to blame, why did you realize it's all your fault? I'm tired of this childish game of yours. I'll block your number now, so don't contact me from now on.
What? You can't ruin my life and leave like that. Bella, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I promise I'll change from now on. Please help me out. Bella!
Later.
Linda and her fiancé officially broke off their engagement, even though Linda earnestly didn't agree with the decision. Linda's parents also find out that the reason he broke off the marriage was because her childish personality ruined his restaurant business. They felt extremely embarrassed in front of him, so they accepted his proposal to annul the marriage. After that, Linda's parents decided to kick Linda out of the house and force her to live on her own. They won't help and give her allowance anymore. I heard she was very angry at her parents' decision, and she cried and begged them to change their mind. But they were very firm with that decision because they wanted her to learn to grow up.